Today we will start our first unit of Computer Science Paper 2, that is Introduction to Microprocessor and Organization of 8085 Microprocessor. In this unit we will learn what is microprocessor, what are the different characteristics of microprocessor and different functions of microprocessor. After that, we will learn organization of 8085, that is the architecture of 8085 microprocessor and pin diagram of 8085 microprocessor. Today's lecture we will see what is the microprocessor and how the microprocessor is evaluated, means we will see the evaluation of microprocessor and the series of microprocessor right from the first generation to the fifth generation. Then we will see microprocessor actually works and what are the basic units of microprocessor. So what is microprocessor? A microprocessor is a programmable electronic chip that has computing and decision-making capabilities similar to central processing unit of a computer. Any microprocessor-based system having limited number of resources are called microcomputers. A microprocessor is a programmable logic device which takes your data, which processes your data and gives you output. Okay. Now, whatever data which store into the computer, obviously that data gets converted into binary format. So who exactly doing this? Your microprocessor is doing that. Microprocessor, you can say, heart of computer, because without microprocessor your computer cannot work. As I say, it is a multi-purpose programmable logic device that reads your binary instruction from a memory. Obviously, microprocessor is multi-purpose because it performs the various tasks at the same time. It is programmable logic device which reads your binary data. As I say, computer understand only binary language. So whatever the data we give to the computer, that data gets converted into binary language. Accept binary data as the input. Process data according to the those instructions and provide result as output. It takes your data as a input, means the whatever data we gives to the computer, obviously that data is treated as input. Microprocessor will process your data according to the instruction which you have given to the computer and will give your output. So this is what the definition of microprocessor. Microprocessor broadly classified into three units. They are first ALU, register and control unit. The very first is ALU. ALU stands for arithmetic and logical unit. Arithmetic and logical unit of microprocessor perform all the arithmetic and logical operations. Then we have the register. Registers is the area where we store a data. Like in a CPP program, to store a data we use variables. So in the same way we store data in the microprocessor. We use register. So while writing a program we store data into register. Then the next unit is called as control unit. Control unit provide all necessary and timing control, or it send all the signals to the various parts of the microprocessor while performing any arithmetic or logical operation. So these are the three main units of microprocessor. Now before going too deep into microprocessor, we shall understand evaluation of microprocessor. Now we will see how the evaluation of microprocessor takes place. What was the first microprocessor? What was the first generation of microprocessor? Then how my microprocessor got updated. There were some changes in the every microprocessor. The first microprocessor was of only 4-bit microprocessor. Then microprocessor started its journey from 4-bit microprocessor to 64-bit microprocessor. So we have to study how exactly this evaluation happens from first generation to fifth generation. So that we will see. The journey of microprocessor, as I say 4-bit, now we are in the area of 64-bit. So the first generation. The first generation microprocessor was introduced by Intel and the name of that microprocessor is Intel 4004. It was 4-bit microprocessor and was introduced in 1971. Now this microprocessor was designed specifically used only in the calculator. It was not designed for the general purpose use. It was designed to be used only in the calculator. Next microprocessor was introduced by Intel was Intel 8008 microprocessor and it was 8-bit microprocessor and it was introduced in the year 1972. Then second generation. In the second generation, Intel introduced its next microprocessor called as Intel 8085 microprocessor. It was 8-bit microprocessor and it was introduced in the 1976. The development of microprocessor has been towards a complete microprocessor system with CPU, ROM, RAM all in the single package. And then in the second generation microprocessor, one more microprocessor was introduced. That was Intel 8048 microprocessor. Then moving towards in the third generation. In the third generation, Intel introduced 16-bit microprocessor. That was Intel 8086 and that was in the year 1976. In the same generation, Intel introduced its other microprocessor such as Intel 8088, Zilog, then Motorola 6800. If you see the evaluation, you clearly understand our microprocessor got updated in every generation. Then coming towards the fourth generation. The fourth generation microprocessor was the advanced microprocessor and it was capable to handling 32-bit and the name of that microprocessor was Intel 80386 microprocessor which was introduced in 1981. It was capable of addressing physical memory of 4 GB. Then we came to the fifth generation of microprocessor. Intel introduced its Pentium series, that Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3 and Pentium 4. Then Core 2, Intel Dual Core. These are some of the microprocessors which are introduced by Intel. Now we are in the area of I series. We have i3 and i7 processor. So on. So this is how microprocessor got updated.